you're all in. And that's what betting on yourself is like. But in that time, it's so important that you remember everything is conspiring for your highest good.
Alright, beautiful people, hello and welcome back to the Lae-Lonnie channel. So today I'm going to be talking about how I manifested my move from the South to the West Coast and why I will one day move out of the country. So today's topic is going to be moving out of the country, and the first question that I have written down is what made me decide to leave the country? So as much as I love America and I've literally lived here my entire life, there's always been things that I haven't agreed with, in which the way that the country is run and some of the ways that we treat each other and some of the things that we value here. It's not necessarily always been something that I've been in agreement with, especially in recent times. We've noticed a lot of changes within our laws that have been negatively affecting minority groups of people, and that has definitely kind of deterred me. I'll always love America, I'll always love being an American, but I don't necessarily love the direction that it feels like our country is moving in. From learning from history, I've learned a lot, and I've learned how to ultimately add to my own fulfillment and how to add to my own happiness. And for me, that includes ultimately leaving the country and starting anew elsewhere. So that is kind of a little bit of why I'm looking more toward leaving the country. It's simply because I don't necessarily agree with everything that's happening now, and although I am proud of where I come from and I am proud of my people, I would like to experience the world as a whole. And once I move out of the country, I'm not just gonna move to one country and stay there. I'm literally traveling the entire world. So I'm gonna have property and own homes in multiple places around the world. That's just my goal. So I guess my end goal was never to stay here, or was to never just settle down and stay in America. My goal was always to live and be other places, not even just the one place that it is that I'm moving, which brings me to the next question. Where is it that I want to go when I leave the country? And that one is an obvious answer. Costa Rica. I can't even get the smile off my face thinking about it, and I've been just getting so many good signs about it. So why did I choose Costa Rica? First of all, Costa Rica is the most biodiverse place in all of the world. No country is as biodiverse as Costa Rica. Costa Rica holds I think it's 6 to 12% of the entire world's biodiversity. So that's a lot right there. They have the most hummingbirds. It's like the #1 hummingbird destination in the world. The way that the people live, the culture, pura vida, pure life, everything about it is just exactly what it is that I'm looking for. The nature there is just so healing. The people all there have beautiful spirits, and it's an opportunity that I'm looking forward to having. So the next question, what do I hope to gain from doing so, and why leave my home and everything it is that I know to go to Costa Rica? To live on the beautiful beaches, the white sandy beaches of Manuel Antonio. Fulfillment, peace, joy. The reason why we do anything, the reason why I have these lights up, the reason why I'm wearing this dress, the reason why even though this video didn't record, I press play again. Because it fulfills me, because I like bringing what I see in my head, what it is that I envision for myself to life. I like executing things. I like watching things come to fruition, but especially the things that bring me peace, and especially the things that bring me fulfillment, and especially the things that bring me joy. And ultimately, that's what moving to Costa Rica will do. I already feel as though I'm fulfilled, but my cup overflows. My cup overflows to the point that it's flooding the world, and everybody's gonna get a piece of that love and that joy and that fulfillment. That's what it is that I ultimately want to do, because I know that it's gonna be a very healing experience for me, being out in nature, being surrounded by that biodiversity, all of the beautiful water, the beautiful sandy beaches, the jungle, the mountains, all of the different kinds of just bird species and all of these different beautiful creatures that are out there, along with just the entire mantra of living in Costa Rica and what its people value and celebrate, which is pura vida, which simply just means to live a pure life. That's ultimately what I want to do. I want to do things from a sense of purity, from a sense of pure joy, of pure fulfillment, of pure peace. That's what I want. I want purity, and that's what I know that I will find in Costa Rica, and that's why it is that I'm willing to put everything all into the move and put everything, just essentially it kind of feels like putting all your eggs in one basket. You know what I'm saying? You're like all in. I don't know if you watch the show about the Lakers, but the main character, Jerry Buss, he talks about like being all in with the Lakers. Like, I'm all in, everything's in this. And I feel that way about myself. Like, it just feels like I am completely devoted to giving myself whatever it is that I believe will upgrade me and bring me peace and bring me love and bring me safety in my life. And I feel like living in Costa Rica will bring me a sense of safety that I have not yet experienced. A safety that just comes from allowing oneself to just be as you are, who you are, without any inhibitants, without any distractions, and really indulging that and loving that and seeing yourself for who you are, unfiltered, not through anyone else's eyes but your own. That's what I'm looking forward to, because it feels like I've been doing that a lot more. For a long time, it felt like I didn't understand that just because people say something or say something about you in particular, just anything regarding you, that doesn't make it true, right? Like, if someone says that your interests are lame, that doesn't make your interests lame. It just means maybe that person finds your interests lame, and you'll go out and you'll find people who are genuinely interested in what you're interested in, and it won't be lame. But I think that when we're young, we kind of we're always developing our sense of self, but especially when we're young, we don't necessarily have one. And so it's at that point easy for people to project whatever they want onto us, because we don't know who we are. So we can't step up and say, hey, that's not me. I know who I am. This is something that I enjoy about myself. This is something that I'm going to share boldly. It feels like I've been living boldly, but now I'm starting to share more boldly, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm just looking forward to seeing the kind of person that I'll be after I get out there, because I know that it's going to allow me to transform and metamorphosis in ways that I've always imagined for myself. So thank you all very much for tuning in to the Lae-Lonnie D channel. Oh my gosh, it took me a couple tries to say that, but I got it. I want to thank you all so very much for spending this time with me, whether you just listened, you watched, and you listened. And I hope that you check out the podcast, because we're going to get a little bit deeper into this conversation over there. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. You're a real one if you made it this far, and I'll catch you next time.
Especially when you're doing the things that it is that add to your peace, your joy, your overall building of your authentic self. When you're doing these things that add to that self-actualization, it's going to come to you naturally, because it's already meant for you to have. Your life is meant to be enjoyed. You're meant to be at peace. You're meant to have good things. All of these things are things that are supposed to be yours naturally.